So it turns out I built the terracotta panel, the tile panel backwards, flipped around interior to exterior. It really doesn't actually make any kind of difference that I can notice. It's part of a problem that I have that I draw, I'm left-handed and I draw kind of counterclockwise when I'm drawing my wall systems. So I'm always thinking the inside is the outside, but that's I'm not going to make that painful, my pain, your pain. So we're not going to redo that. I'm going to redo the videos after we've gone through this workshop and figure out if it's a useful project and whether, what modification suggestions you guys come up with. So with that in mind, if we were to look at the actual window that we've drawn, which was flipped around, let me get over to the right sheet here. That's the profile. Let me get to the next one here. The exterior is really over here, and this line needs to be on the other side, so I'm just going to mirror it over. So now everything is correct, so to speak. So let's now start to deal with some of these issues of the window. I'm going to first of all show you that the window doesn't have to be just a replacement of a single tile. We can go in and already unlock this one, remove this segment, and the panel will disappear, but don't worry, that's going to be corrected in just a minute. And I'm going to remove a couple of these segments. I'm going to grab this one and unlock it, and I'm going to remove that segment. I think I did. I don't get good feet. There it goes. And then we'll just keep working our way down here a little bit. And we'll do one more. Okay, so, oops. Now I want to grab this tile here, because what I want to do is unlock it and replace that with the window system. And you'll notice now how that expands up. And we still have that interference issue. We're going to deal with that next. But let's take a look at what this all looks like in sections. So I'm going to go to level 1 here and just cut a little section through this. And we'll render it because it'll be a little more legible. And you can kind of see the nice detailing you get off here. You can actually see the structure of the tiles. I'm not sure what this other visualization is. I'm not sure why we're seeing that other little piece of ghosted tile. It almost looks like something is there out of position. I could troubleshoot that later. So anyway, you can see now that interference of our top of our tile. So the bottom of our window needs to be raised up, and then we need to have some kind of a filler in there, something, either a piece of a shorter, smaller piece of tile, or maybe just a piece of aluminum. And you can also see that there's an error in the way I drew this, because even though I put this little edge here to indicate where the inside of the wall is, what I don't have is the right alignment of this to the face of the plywood. So there's some kind of an error there that I need to correct. And let's just take a measurement of that. And that's 15/16, so I'll try to remember that number to move that flange forward. So let's see if we can find that profile. I have that profile still open. And we know we want to move up. So I'm going to grab all of this and grab the move tool and come up 15/16 inches. We'll go ahead and save that. Load it into the project, into the custom window. It's not showing up on your screen. I need to move this over. Overwrite the existing version. And that moved a little bit deeper. And so I can now load this into the project just so we can see how that's kind of like passing on through. I'll load that back into the main project. and overwrite the existing version. And then we'll just go back to that section again. And I must have moved it 1 and 15/16 or something. Oh, let me just go back and quickly correct this. Hold on. Yeah, I measured that to the wrong point. I wanted to come to the face. So it's the face of this edge. Excuse me. Oh. Bear with me here a second. Sorry. It's 7 and 15/16. So I maybe moved it in another video also and then redid it and forgot I didn't undo it. So I'm going to move this down 15/16. It's not going to be a problem for you. So that gives us back to our 7 inches for our flange. And we'll go through the process again. We'll load it back into the window assembly, not into the main project. We'll overwrite that version. We'll load that now back into the main project. And we'll take a look at the section now. And now I'm sitting in the right location. It's right at the front of that. So that part's corrected. We need to now correct the bottom of that. And actually, I'll just, we're 6 minutes into this video. I'll pause it. And when we pick up on the next video, we'll deal with the, to move the bottom of that sweep up.